Welcome. Today we're diving into the world of arithmetic operators. These are the basic building blocks of mathematics, used in everything from simple calculations to complex equations. Whether you're adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing, arithmetic operators are essential tools you use every day. In this video, we'll break down each operator, explain how they work, and show you practical examples. By the end, you'll have a solid understanding of how arithmetic operators function and why they're so important in both math and daily life. Let's get started by exploring what arithmetic operators actually are. Arithmetic operators are symbols that represent mathematical operations. They allow us to perform calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. These operators are the foundation of arithmetic, making it possible to solve problems and analyze data. You'll find them everywhere, from school textbooks to computer programming. Understanding these operators is crucial for anyone learning math or working with numbers. In the next scenes, we'll look at each operator in detail, starting with the most familiar one, addition. Addition operator is represented by the plus sign plus. It's used to combine two or more numbers to get their total sum. For example, if you have 3 apples and get 2 more, you use addition. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Addition is one of the first mathematical operations we learn as children, and it's used in countless situations from shopping to budgeting. The plus sign is simple, but its applications are endless. Next, let's see how subtraction works and how it differs from addition. Subtraction operator is shown as a minus sign. It's used to find the difference between numbers. For instance, if you have 5 candies and eat 2, you subtract 5. 2 equals 3. Subtraction helps us understand how much is left after taking something away. It's just as important as addition in daily life, whether you're calculating change or measuring distances. Let's move on to multiplication, another key arithmetic operator. Multiplication is represented by the asterisk, or the letter in handwritten math. It's used to find the total when you have groups of the same size. For example, 4 groups of 3 apples each is 4x3, which equals 12. Multiplication is a shortcut for repeated addition and is essential in many areas, from calculating area to scaling recipes. Next, we'll look at division, which helps us share or split things evenly. Division operator is shown as a slash, or the division sign, divided by. It's used to split a number into equal parts. For example, if you have 12 cookies and want to share them among 4 friends, you divide. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. Division helps us distribute things fairly and is vital in many real-life situations like sharing food or dividing tasks. Now, let's explore how these operators work together in more complex calculation. In using multiple arithmetic operators in a single calculation, it's important to follow the order of operations. This rule tells us which operations to perform first. The common sequence is parentheses, exponents, multiplication, and division, then addition and subtraction, often remembered as PEMDAS. This ensures everyone solves problems the same way and gets the correct answer. Let's see an example to make this clear. Imagine you have the equation 2 plus 3 times 4. If you add first, you get 5 times 4 equals 20. But if you follow the order of operations, you multiply first. 3 times 4 equals 12, then add 2, so the answer is 14. This example shows why the order of operations is so important. It keeps calculations consistent and prevents confusion. Next, let's look at some special arithmetic operators you might encounter. Modulus operator is represented by the percent sign %. It gives the remainder after division. For example, 10% 3 equals 1 because 10 divided by 3 is 3 with a remainder of 1. The modulus operator is especially useful in programming and problem solving, like checking if a number is even or odd. Let's see how it works with another example. Suppose you want to know if 8 is even. You use 8% 2. Since 8 divided by 2 leaves no remainder, the result is 0, so 8 is even. If you try 9% 2, the result is 1, showing 9 is odd. The modulus operator is a handy tool for many everyday math problems, especially in coding and digital applications. Now let's move on to another special operator, exponentiation. Exponentiation is shown as a caret or double asterisk. It means raising a number to the power of another. For example, 2 3 or 2 asterisk 3 means 2 multiplied by itself 3 times, which equals 8. Exponentiation is used in science, engineering, and finance, like calculating compound interest or scientific notation. Let's see how it's applied in real-world scenarios. Exponentiation appears in many places, such as calculating the area of a square side 2 or the volume of a cube side 3. It's also used in technology, like measuring data storage, kilobytes, megabytes, etc. Understanding how to use exponentiation helps you solve problems more efficiently and opens up new possibilities in math and science. Next, let's review how arithmetic operators are used in computer programming. Computer programming, arithmetic operators are used to perform calculations in code. They work just like in regular math but are written as symbols: plus for addition, for subtraction, for multiplication, for division, percent for modulus, and asterisk for exponentiation. These operators help computers process data, solve problems, and automate tasks. Let's look at a simple code example to see them in action. Here's a simple example in Python. Result equals 5 plus 3, 2. This code adds 5 and 3 to get 8, then multiplies by 2 for a final result of 16. Programming languages use arithmetic operators to perform calculations quickly and accurately. Understanding how these operators work in code is essential for anyone interested in technology or computer science. Next, let's discuss the importance of accuracy in arithmetic operation. Being accurate with arithmetic operators is crucial. A small mistake in calculation can lead to big problems, especially in fields like engineering, finance, or science. Double-checking your work and understanding the order of operations helps prevent errors. Whether you're balancing a budget or writing code, accuracy ensures your results are reliable. Let's explore some common mistakes and how to avoid them. Uncommon mistake is forgetting the order of operations, which can change the answer completely. Another is misusing operators, like confusing multiplication with addition. Sometimes people overlook parentheses, leading to incorrect results. To avoid these errors, always write calculations clearly and review your steps. Practice makes perfect, and understanding the basics helps you avoid these pitfalls. Next, let's see how arithmetic operators are used in real life. Arithmetic operators are everywhere in daily life. You use them when shopping, cooking, planning trips, or managing money. For example, adding up prices at the store, dividing a pizza among friends, or multiplying ingredients for a recipe. These operators help you make decisions, solve problems, and stay organized. Understanding them makes everyday tasks easier and more efficient. Let's look at some specific examples. Imagine you're at the grocery store. You buy 3 items costing $2, $5, and $3. You use addition. 2 plus 5 plus 3 equals 10. If you pay with a $20 bill, you subtract 20. 10 equals 10, so you get $10 in change. Arithmetic operators make these calculations quick and easy, helping you manage your money wisely. Next, let's see how they're used in cooking. In following a recipe, you often need to multiply or divide ingredients. If a recipe serves 2 but you need to serve 4, you multiply each ingredient by 2. If you only have half the ingredients, you divide by 2. Arithmetic operators help you adjust recipes to fit your needs, making cooking more flexible and fun. Now, let's look at how they're used in travel planning. Suppose you're planning a road trip and need to calculate total distance and fuel costs. You add up the distances between stops and multiply by your car's fuel consumption rate. Arithmetic operators make it easy to budget for gas and estimate travel time. These skills are practical and help you plan better trips. Next, let's see how arithmetic operators are used in finance. Arithmetic operators are used to calculate interest, loan payments, and investments. For example, to find out how much interest you'll earn, you multiply your savings by the interest rate. To calculate monthly payments, you divide the total amount by the number of months. These calculations help you make smart financial decisions. Let's move on to how arithmetic operators are used in science. Scientists use arithmetic operators to analyze data, measure results, and make predictions. For example, they might add measurements, subtract errors, multiply rates, or divide totals to find averages. These operators are essential in experiments, research, and data analysis. Understanding arithmetic helps scientists draw accurate conclusions and advance knowledge. Next, let's see how arithmetic operators are used in sport. Arithmetic operators are used to keep score, calculate averages, and track statistics. For example, adding points, subtracting penalties, or dividing total goals by games played to find an average. Coaches and players use these calculations to improve performance and strategy. Arithmetic makes it easy to understand and compare results. Now, let's look at how arithmetic operators are used in technology. Technology relies on arithmetic operators for everything from simple calculations to complex algorithms. Computers use these operators to process data, run programs, and solve problems. For example, your calculator app uses arithmetic operators to add, subtract, multiply, and divide numbers instantly. Understanding these basics is key to working with technology. Next, let's discuss how arithmetic operators help in problem solving. Arithmetic operators are powerful tools for solving problems. They help you break down complex tasks into simple steps, making it easier to find solutions. Whether you're working on a math puzzle, managing a project, or planning your day, these operators give you the structure you need to succeed. Practicing arithmetic improves your logical thinking and boosts your confidence. Let's see how you can practice using these operators. Get better at using arithmetic operators. Try solving practice problems. Start with simple equations like 7 plus 5 or 12 4, then move on to more complex ones like 3 plus 2 times 4. Practice helps you remember the order of operations and spot common mistakes. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become with arithmetic. Next, let's look at some tips for mastering arithmetic operators. Here are some tips to master arithmetic operators. Always write out your calculations, use parentheses to clarify steps, double-check your answers, and practice regularly. Don't rush, take your time to understand each operation. If you get stuck, break the problem into smaller parts. These habits will help you become more accurate and confident with arithmetic. Let's explore some fun facts about arithmetic operators. Did you know the plus and minus signs have been used for over 500 years? The multiplication sign times was introduced in the 17th century, and the division sign divided by came soon after. These symbols make math universal so people all over the world can understand and solve problems. Arithmetic operators are a language everyone can learn. Next, let's see how these operators are used in different cultures. Different cultures have used various symbols for arithmetic operations throughout history. For example, ancient Egyptians used hieroglyphs while Romans used letters. Today, the standard symbols plus, times, divided by are recognized worldwide. This shared language makes it easier for people from different backgrounds to communicate and collaborate on math problems. Let's look at how arithmetic operators are taught in schools. Teachers introduce arithmetic operators early in school, using games, stories, and hands-on activities. Visual aids like number lines and counters help students understand how each operator works. Practice and repetition are key to mastering these skills. By making math fun and interactive, teachers help students build a strong foundation in arithmetic. Next, let's see how technology supports learning arithmetic operators. Educational apps and online games make learning arithmetic operators engaging and accessible. Students can practice calculations, solve puzzles, and get instant feedback. Technology allows for personalized learning so everyone can progress at their own pace. These tools make it easier to understand and enjoy arithmetic. Let's explore how arithmetic operators are used in everyday technology. From smartphones to smartwatches, arithmetic operators are at work behind the scenes. Calculators, budgeting apps, and even fitness trackers use these operators to process information and provide useful results. Understanding arithmetic helps you make the most of these devices and use technology more effectively. Next, let's look at how arithmetic operators are used in business. Businesses use arithmetic operators to manage finances, analyze sales, and make decisions. For example, they add up revenues, subtract expenses, multiply prices by quantities, and divide profits among partners. Accurate calculations are essential for success in business. Understanding arithmetic operators helps you interpret data and make informed choices. Let's see how arithmetic is used in project management. Project managers use arithmetic operators to plan budgets, allocate resources, and track progress. They add up costs, subtract completed tasks, and divide workloads among team members. These calculations help keep projects on track and ensure goals are met. Arithmetic operators are practical tools for organizing and managing work. Next, let's look at how arithmetic is used in statistics. Statistics, arithmetic operators are used to calculate averages, totals, and percentages. For example, adding up survey responses, dividing by the number of participants, or finding the percentage of people who chose a certain answer. These calculations help us understand data and make informed decisions. Let's see how arithmetic operators are used in health and medicine. Doctors and nurses use arithmetic operators to calculate medication doses, measure vital signs, and track patient progress. For example, dividing a total dose by the number of hours or adding up test results. Accurate calculations are critical for patient safety and effective treatment. Arithmetic skills are essential in healthcare. Next, let's see how arithmetic operators are used in engineering. Engineers use arithmetic operators to design structures, calculate loads, and estimate costs. They add up materials, subtract waste, multiply dimensions, and divide resources. These calculations ensure buildings are safe, efficient, and cost-effective. Arithmetic is a fundamental skill for all types of engineering. Let's see how arithmetic operators are used in art and design. Artists and designers use arithmetic operators to measure dimensions, scale drawings, and balance compositions. For example, multiplying the size of an image to fit a canvas or dividing space evenly in a layout. Arithmetic helps bring creative ideas to life with precision and balance. Next, let's look at how arithmetic operators are used in logistics and delivery. Logistics, arithmetic operators are used to calculate shipping costs, delivery times, and inventory levels. For example, adding up packages, dividing shipments among trucks, or multiplying delivery rates. These calculations help companies operate efficiently and meet customer needs. Arithmetic is a key part of the supply chain. Let's see how arithmetic operators are used in environmental science. Environmental scientists use arithmetic operators to analyze data, measure pollution, and calculate resource use. For example, adding up emissions, dividing land area, or multiplying growth rates. These calculations help protect the environment and manage natural resources. Arithmetic is essential for understanding and solving environmental challenges. Next, let's look at how arithmetic operators are used in education. Teachers use arithmetic operators to grade assignments, calculate averages, and track student progress. For example, adding up scores, dividing by the number of tests, or subtracting points for late work. These calculations help teachers provide fair and accurate assessments. Arithmetic skills are important for both teachers and students. Let's see how arithmetic operators are used in everyday conversation. Use arithmetic operators in conversations all the time. For example, when splitting a bill at a restaurant, planning a party, or deciding how much time to spend on activities. These operators help us communicate clearly and make decisions together. Arithmetic is a practical skill that makes life easier and more organized. Next, let's summarize what we've learned about arithmetic operators. Sum up: arithmetic operators are essential tools for math, science, business, and daily life. They help us add, subtract, multiply, divide, and more. Understanding how to use these operators accurately makes problem solving easier and more effective. Whether you're a student, professional, or just curious, mastering arithmetic operators is a valuable skill. Let's finish with some final thoughts and encouragement. Arithmetic operators are more than just symbols, they're the language of numbers. By practicing and understanding these operators, you can tackle any math problem with confidence. Remember, everyone can improve their arithmetic skills with time and effort. Keep practicing, stay curious, and enjoy the journey of learning math. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of arithmetic operators. The more you use arithmetic operators, the easier they become. Try using them in your daily life, whether you're shopping, cooking, or solving puzzles. Every calculation is a chance to practice and improve. With a strong foundation in arithmetic, you'll be ready to tackle more advanced math and real-world challenges. Keep learning, and remember, math's for everyone.